Hi folks, and welcome back to the channel Haunting Bonsai. Today I've got the ewe in the workshop because I need to take the wire off, which is the worst part of the job. It's very boring. I first styled this tree on March the 2nd just to put a bit branch placement into it, and with this year's growth it's biting in like crazy. I'm surprised how much it's biting in, so we need to get it off. When I first got this tree, it was 4 foot tall, so we just chopped it straight in half and let it grow. Then at a workshop we decided what to gin, so we done the gin on it, then just let it grow for a year or two. I'll see if I've got some photos of when I first got it, the size of it, and when I chopped it down and done the first gins, to give you a look. I'll have to put my glasses on because I'll not see a thing. What I'll be doing is I'll be cutting the thick wire off, because with it biting in you don't want to uncoil it, because what happens, it tends to strip the bark around the branch and you end up losing the branch. The thin wire, which is about 1 mil, I'll uncoil that if I can, like so that there. That will come off easy, just like that. So I'm not going to bore you with taking the wire off. I'll come back after we've done that and we'll tidy the gins up for the winter. This tree's got a few years yet before it's anywhere near a finished bonsai. I was just putting like big branch placement into it in my first video. It's the first video I ever done on YouTube. I just thought I would have a go. Like so that, this big wire biting into the branch there, I'll bring in. There's where I've took some wire off. So I'll crack on and get the wire off, then we'll come back and do this. So we'll see you in about an hour. My old wire, I just keep in the bucket down there. I don't know if I've told you this, but I've got a smelter up there. Instead of chucking it away, I just make it into alley blocks. Probably need a shed full to get any money back, like, but better than chucking it away. Taking all the guide wires off, just hoping it doesn't bounce out of place. Oh, I see the spring on that one. I'm not bothered, like, because when I rewire it again I'll probably go it down a bit further. I might even shorten it, because there's some thick trunks on there. So I'll continue on getting this wire off, cutting the thick wire, uncoiling the thin wire if I can. I'll just start on one branch at a time, clear that one, move to the next one, and just work my way up the tree. I already took it off the top, then I thought, oh, I might as well do a video, so let's get it done. I've got a few trays to dewire. I'll not be putting them on YouTube though, because it's boring. It's boring for me dewiring, so it'd be boring for you to watch. But yous make lovely bonsai. Especially if you get them at the right price for a big tree, then just chop it down. Cutting all the time, unless I can't get in. Look, the growth, I'm over the moon with the growth. The other one hasn't put as much growth on as this. Must have took a soak because it got very potted at the same time, which was too much. First branch cleaned off, and I'll just keep going. So I'll see you in a bit. So that's this portion of the tree dewired. It sprung back up when I cut the guide wires off. So what I might do is just put some more back on once I've finished dewiring the tree. Just to put it back down because it's 45 degrees now. On to the next bit. I would play all day putting wire on, but taking it off, no. I'd pay my sons to do it, but you couldn't trust the buggers. My wife used to do it, and she's done a couple of trees. If you do have to uncoil it, support the wire with every turn so you don't strip the bark. That's if you have to, but try not to. I know people say uncoil it but keep the wire. What's the point? Just buying your own. Well, that's all the wire off the tree. Wasn't a bad guess an hour. So we'll start and clean these jins up. These ones at the top's alright. They're not square. I've got this one at the front here, it's too thick. I'll get my hand around it. Plus it's coming straight towards us. But this wood's been drying for a couple of years, so with a bit of luck it should split easy. I've got a crack coming all the way up there. So we only want a little one. The sun's beaming now, look. We'll have a look and see what we can make. You want to use your jin pliers and just keep pulling away at the jins. That's what it looks like, it's splitting me at you. Just be as rough as you want. You pull away the bark, it'll look even better. Twisting and pulling. That's my chair, in case making noise. It's a headache. It's a chunky bit. It's a stubborn thing. But I'll just keep persevering. Still think the height needs to come down on it. Sorry, Mr. Butter. A little tinker. I like to check when I repotted this tree because I might need a repot in the spring. The new foliage that's on the tree, I'll not be cutting nothing off till the spring, just let it go for the winter now. Then we'll see what we do in the spring with it. I found some nasty wire scars on it when I was taking the wire off, which will grow out. Oh, that's better than a cut. So it looks like it's snapped off in nature. So it's just been a flush cut. So we'll go on to them two, and what I might do is bring this down into here and leave that live vein up there and one up here. But we'll strip the jins and we'll have a look. So on to the next ones. Keep pulling and tearing, turning. Trying to get that shortened down a bit on this one. Orange, you mean?
Oh, son, how you doing?
Alright.
Cold outside, yeah.
Freezing there.
It's warm, eh?
So that's them gins done. Then what we'll do is we'll burn them, get all the fibres off. That's them ones done. So what I'll do is I'll just keep playing with the rest and we'll come back and have a look. So that's all the gins done. I'll bring you in for a closer look in a bit. I'm thinking about taking this out of here. Around that. Bring you in and give you a look. So I want to carve this out of here, take that out. I want to have some live veins. Another thing I've noticed with the tree is got this awful bit sticking up here. So I might gin that in there. Look like the branches died back and the new shoots has come out from underneath. So we'll get them done. So with a carving knife, we'll draw a line. We'll come from. We'll just keep pulling away and see what we get. I'll give Jimmy a go, but he'll cut his fingers off.
Yeah.
I cut my hand off here. If you're using sharp knives, please be careful. Disclaimer. Yews look good with loads of deadwood on. Yews and pines. Oh, come off easy. If you want to know, Jimmy, I'll just speed this bit up.
Aye.
I'll start the sound out and speed it up. So we've ginned that all down into there. So we've got like one piece there now. We've got this bit up here to gin. So I'll do that. And I'll bring you in and show you. So that's all the gin done down there, into there. So we connected them two up. And we're getting rid of that branch that was coming up and down. So it looks like this branch has died off and the new growth's come from underneath it. Oh, it's heavy. So what I'll do now is I'll get some lime sulphur on it and I'll get it back on the bench and we'll come back to it next year. Right folks, that's the lime sulphur on. I've had it cut paste round the new gin we've done, just to help it roll over and seal the wound. I'll bring you in, give you a look at it, what we've done, then it'll go back on the bench till next year. Then we'll start cutting some foliage and see where we're going with that. So that's the new gin with the cut paste round. All the gins has been cut back to get the cuts off. There's that new one on the branch. Took the big chunky branch off. So we'll just leave it next year and then we'll clean them up a bit better. The cut paste on here. Seal the new wound. So folks, that's it for this video. All the gins is tidied up, the wiring's been took off. What was biting in, I took it all off. I put the guide wires back onto the branches to pull them down, keep them in place. Well, that's the only thing I have done. So, back on the bench for this little baby, and we'll revisit it in the spring. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't, please subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Ta-da, folks.